This armor smells worn.
I can see why you'd want to be buried here. It's paradise if I ever saw it. never seem to get tired throwing themselves on my sword.
I submit!
Death and we steal.
Pain.
So much red. It tastes different than I thought. I wonder And just who in oblivion might you be, Another traveler on a life-changing pilgrimage of worship? Because so help me, with the mood I'm in right now, it will be life-changing. Good. I prefer to avoid spilling any more blood than is absolutely necessary. Including mine. What a clumsy way of putting it. It was clearly self-defense. A contingent of Thalmor, led by none other than yours truly, set out on an inquisition to weed out Talos worship in falkreath. When first we laid eyes on these backwoods savages, I thought it was only decent to question their purpose for being here. Agent Sanyan had a speech prepared and everything. He was only halfway through it when one of them struck him from behind and wrecked the whole thing. Oh, gods, no! I have a 3 strikes policy. One spell usually does the trick to paralyze the victim. Convert. Agent Sanyan fell, and I resumed, in rather eloquent diction, the speech he failed to finish. One of those bastards mocked my dagger. It's been in the family for generations. So I put it to good use and carved out his heart and showed it to the lot of them before eventually killing them all. Like I said, clearly self-defense. And you have a strange definition of decent attire. What, with a drab outfit like that, you must have pieced it together by looting the bodies you've slain. No decency at all. And you have the gall to call me a monster. Bah! Gods. Yes, it's just a flesh wound. I live. These heretics put up a good fight, I'll give them that. The priest cut me pretty deep. Once the shock wears off, I'll be able to heal myself. Listen here, you little worm. I survived the Great War. I can survive a simple knife wound. I hope. What? Help me? For God's sake, why? Persistent, aren't you? You do realize you'll be aiding a member of the Thalmor, right? No doubt the people of Skyrim would prefer to see us all dead. That is the most naive thing I have heard since Sindarian ventured off into Blackreach and said, "Oh, shopkeep, 2 dozen of your finest nernroot, please." Spoiler alert, he was killed. Gruesomely. The moment I'm healed, what makes you so certain you won't suffer the same fate? Oh, now that's the spirit. I had a feeling you were a feisty one. I like that. Very well. I will cooperate. For now. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, you again. Ah, that's much better. Well, I thank you. So, as it turns out, I really haven't got much in terms of a reward right now, but I can offer you the pleasure of my company. I think you'll find that having a member of the Thalmor in your pocket could be quite beneficial. And if your first thoughts are, this dashing nerd is going to betray me at the first opportunity, then you're sharper than you look. I know why I was sent to accompany Sanyan. I was expected to die here. And then you came along and changed that. So, in words you so eloquently spoke but a moment ago, why not? Any number of reasons, really. Could be my brash attitude, my candid inability to hold my tongue, or my insatiable lust for life and, well, people. There is no court-martial where I came from, no honorable discharge. One does not simply leave the Thalmor, except in a box. Elenwyn expects those of us sent to Skyrim to shine in her own image, to make her look good. Apparently, I didn't make the cut. If I return to the Thalmor, she'll likely send me on another suicide mission until I'm dead. So, why not humor her? She gets the last laugh, and you get a handsome new companion at your side. Oh, careful now, friend. I might end up liking you. You have my word that you can trust me to watch your backside and not to sink my dagger into it. Unless you change your mind on that, of course. You lead, I'll follow. Want to know a secret of mine? Cast oak flesh before forging. That's how I've avoided calluses all these years. You wish to talk? I'm all pointy ears. Want to know why there are so few Khajiit here in Skyrim?
To appreciate them from indoors.
They prefer it elsewhere. And away she goes.
Lucian Flavius, reporting for duty. What's next?
Just my luck. I chose to wear my robes without hope. I'm listening.
Skyrim weather at its finest.
You know, you never ask me how I'm feeling. Yes?
What's on your mind? Aw, I'm glad I'm here too.
Oh, I love the rain. But I'd like it better if we were in...
I promise I'll tell you everything.
That there is Agent Sanyan's horse. You're free to claim it as your own if you'd like.
Their entire packing lot.
I doubt he'll be back anytime soon.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
Something on your mind? I'm not fond of
Alright,
inns,
let's show these milk
but it's
drinkers
better than
what's
out
good
in the
life.
wilderness.
I guess you don't have
Me.
potatoes in your ears after.
How are you doing?
Just make sure we get a fresh
Greetings,
batch
Gore.
soon.
I'll be right here.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
So does your pitch, boy. Didn't
Why
I
is the
tell you
floor
last
so
time
sticky?
to be more
Is
specific?
that wine? Or blood?
If you want someone's business,
second thought, I don't want to
point
know.
out the stain on their chest plate or the blood on their boots.
But you don't have any stains on your chest plate.
Go tend to the
If you catch
chickens,
me
boy.
alone in the far corner, don't worry. I'm not brooding. I'm just keeping out of the line of the inevitable drunken.
Finally. Comfort and warmth of an inn. We made it. So it seems. Thank you for helping me outrun those bastards. Can't help but feel like I just left behind the best chance I have of tracking down other survivors, though. Oh well. Perhaps some mead will enlighten me on what to do next. Come on, I'll get around for us. You just can't let that go, huh? Don't you have bigger things to worry about than my stupid name? Come on. If you insist, I'll oblige, but I should warn you. Getting into that requires getting into... well... everything. And it will take a while to get through everything. Fine then. So, from a young age, probably a bit too young by any sane person's standards, I was a part of a traveling mercenary group known as the Band of the Raven. Don't laugh. I was adopted by them, sort of. I had a lot of surrogate fathers. I guess you could say I was raised by the proverbial wolf pack. They were stand-ins for the mother I lost when I was still too young to remember her. But Balmore apparently saw fit to raise a small farm village just outside of Bruma, suspected of partaking in the worship of a certain outlawed god. Spare me any religious interjection, though. I really couldn't care less. I don't know. I do know that she worshipped Kine, however. That's just one of a couple of things I know about her. The other being that she died. This amulet I wear was taken from her body and given to me. I used to chew on the leather when I was a kid. Obviously, I had to replace that, but the rest is authentic. They found me stunned and alone among the corpses. Yes, believe it or not, I think our leader Jolie had a soft spot for me, honestly. Well, I guess it was an ill-advised joke at my expense. They had to toss me in a river to even determine what color I was, apparently. It was Gore or red. Stupid, I know. But trust me, there were worse monikers in our ranks. Mostly orcs, truth be told. I assume so. Saw most of it myself, and it was ugly, to say the least. Our leader, Jolie, left camp in the middle of the night. Next thing we know, we're woken up by justiciars loudly decrying our crimes of worshipping a false god. I managed to slip away with a few others, to my shame. Pate led us across the border, then tried to ditch me with the rest. Fortunately for him, I'm a rather silent sleeper, and our resting place was well hidden. Pate is anything but quiet. Drew the patrols right to them. The commotion woke me. The rest is a blur, up till I felt that trap biting into my shin. And then I met you. Yes. They were cruel, but they were my family. Life was no kinder to me than it was to them in the end. I want answers. Jolie sold us out like it was nothing, and he is here in Skyrim. I'm sure of it. If we come across any trace of him, I can't. And I won't ask you to accompany me. I will get those answers, though. Till then, I'm yours. I will. It's not your problem, nor is it your responsibility. I'm not deluded enough to believe either. We were a ragtag band of borderline bandits, picking at the scraps of glory left from a war I wasn't even alive to see. Mostly blades for hire that would tuck tail and run at the first sign of defeat. I'm not proud of them, but I will avenge their deaths. I'm not sure what else I could even do at this point. Not even sure how I survived this. Don't let me dampen the mood, though. I could use some mead and some warmth in my belly. That's what we're here for. And for the record, Blood, thank you. I mean it. Where to, Blood? Did you? We used to use a hunter's call to find each other in the field. I can teach it to you. You make that sound, and I'll know exactly where to find you. Sister, you just made my day. Hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it. Greetings. Now, Faendal? Bosmers make for a good time. What can I do for you? Trust me.
Ready when you are.
It's no Skyforge, but I would trust Alvor to smith me a weapon.
Something on your mind? I beg your pardon? You want to summon me? Look, friend, and I use that term loosely, I am a pure-blooded Altmer. Not a single drop of Dremora blood flows through these thick, bulging veins. One cannot simply summon me like I'm some Atronach from Oblivion, or an aging butler named Haskill who still owes me some coin from many moons ago when I wined and dined him on a brisk Sunday's Eve in late Hearthfire and he never wrote back and, oh gods, I've said too much. I'll have to kill you now. Nothing at all. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Really. How are you? Fine. Give me a moment. What were those calculations again? No, that's not right. Let's see. Oh, would that radius work? Rum bum bum, rum tum tum, bum bum bum, bum 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 bum, skiddly eyed eye, tee right eye tie, tee rappa tappa rappa tum tum. You've got it! Ha! There we go, tally ho! Here. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Actually, my mother taught me this spell. I merely perfected it. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It should work all over Skyrim, although it does have some limitations. But in theory, it might reach as far as Solstheim. Or even elsewhere. Shut up, I'm funny. Simple. If ever you need aid, company, or a big spoon at night, just focus. Picture me in your mind. Your desire to have me at your side, demand I be there, and then, poof! I'll be broken down into a million particles and then pieced back together right behind you. Oh, it is. Very. That's why when Mother called me in for supper, trust me, it wasn't up for debate. So, let's hope you don't need it too often. Yes? Please?